The new year is fast approaching, and the Sunshine Tour will herald it in style with the 107th BMW South African Open. Once again, we're back at Glendower with a strong and classy field in attendance.
This is the 5th SA Open for Glendower, and for the club and for the members and for the whole of Gauteng. I think Ekurhuleni, being the sponsor, are really proud of it, and so are we as the members at Glendower, the staff at Glendower management, and me and my staff. We're very proud to host this. I know it's a testing time for us over December period because of all the companies closing and all the staff wanting to go off. It's a real challenge for us as greenkeeping staff, but they've all given up their holidays so that we can present a magnificent golf course in a good condition for the SA Open. We're a month out from the tournament, our 5th SA Open at Glendower Golf Club. This is going to be 2018. Looking forward to it. Always excitement. Had a lot of difficulties. Naturally, the rain. We've had rain continuously for the last 8 days in a row. It's made it quite a testing time, but the rough is starting to grow, and that's the area that we're hoping to try and get up to a challenging area.
Glendower is always a challenging and highly respected course. And regardless of rain, all those watercourses you've seen are an integral part of its defences.
Glendower Golf Club, the most difficult thing is naturally our waterways. The waterways has been a feature of this golf course for quite some time, and obviously with the excessive rainfall that we've had in the last couple of years, it's been a real challenging time for us at Glendower. And obviously you're aware that we've had a lot of flooding at Glendower, and obviously it's a nightmare for the greenkeeper to try and manicure and manage the condition of the waterways, and it's a true challenge for us. And obviously the bunkers. Bunker sand is critical for us. Consistency of bunkers, try and keep it the consistent or the correct depth right through, and it's a real challenging task for all greenkeepers.
There's an enormous amount of painstaking work involved. And when the National Open comes to town, the preparations take on an even greater importance.
South African Open is always a true test. The golf course has got to be as difficult as it possibly can. The length, obviously, of the golf course is critical to most golfers. The rough height is extraordinarily difficult for most golfers, and we try and make it as difficult as we can. We naturally narrow the fairways for the pros. We grow the height of the rough. We try and get as much definition cut as we possibly can on the golf course, and obviously housekeeping to try and keep it as neat and tidy as possible.
I'm sure we'll be impressed as usual. And I imagine the players will be as wary as usual of straying from the straight and narrow.
The rough's going to be 89 mils, and obviously 2-3 weeks before that we don't cut it. So it's going to be a nice true test of this kukui, and right off one cut off the fairway, it's going to be a true test. As it wasn't as bad like 3 years ago. We made it incredibly difficult. We made it golfing friendly last year, but we might make it a bit more tougher this year.
It is 5 years in a row for Glendower as host, so the staff are well aware of what's needed and what they can provide. And they always provide impressively tricky greens.
Greens at Glendower obviously are normally quite smallish. We've only got a hectare, just over a hectare worth of greens. Pace-wise of the greens, we try and keep it around 12 on the stimp meter, which is incredibly fast for the size of the greens that we got. So they're a lot smaller than most greens are, and therefore running at 12, very tricky and challenging.
Certainly returning players will be pleased to see the course hasn't changed or lengthened. It's well established and maintains its high standard, so no need to modify.
No changes done in the golf course. We're leaving it exactly as it is. Last year the golfers found it a true test, and we've decided to keep it the same and hopefully try and get the greens a bit faster.
There'll be an army of workers employed to make sure things are absolutely up to scratch. You can tell the staff have an enormous amount of pride in their facility, and they're determined to show it off at its best.
A real difficult true test golf course, one of the longer golf courses in South Africa, just about the hardest golf course to play in South Africa, and I'm looking forward to seeing the challenge, and hopefully I will be the winner at the end of the day and not the golfer, and that's my challenge.
3 of the last 4 stagings of the SA Open have been won by visitors. Morten Madsen of Denmark proved a surprise winner at the expense of Henny Otto and JB Kruger. The next year, Charles Schwartzel let things slip and England's Andy Sullivan birdied dramatically to win a playoff.
Funny enough, the overseas golfer seems to do better here than the local, but I'm hoping the locals this year are going to prove me wrong and actually win it this year.
Graham Storm defends as the host and 5 times champion Ernie Els has helped assemble an impressive field with a particularly strong home contingent.
We always love it when our big boys come back because we don't want foreigners to win it, and obviously they've been doing well in the past, so I'm hoping the Charles and the Ernies of they haul it out and really, and Brandon Grace and all that good crowd of golfers prove me wrong and win it for the SA boys.
They'll be tested over a par 72 course measuring just shy of 7,000 metres. Storm won with 18 under, but it sounds like a harder test is expected. The BMW SA Open Championship from January 11.